one. I'm not changing for people ever again. And that's the lesson I just learned. I am not changing. If the mic is a little bit crackly, it's going to stay crackly. I just ruined an entire little VOD that I was going on. But I'm right about Masvidal. But still, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We'll just ignore everything I say, but that's fine. All good. What's up, guys? How's it going? I'm back. Hopefully, I get all of the viewers I just got. But that's not going to happen because someone complained about it being crackly and now it's fucking ruined. So thanks, guys. The whole VOD was ruined. And I'm back. Who's Jorge going to call out if he wins? Holla us up. What's going on? Guru, you're one of my favorite YouTubers, but you've been shitting on Jorge for weeks. I'm right to. I'm right to. You're doing that again. You've been shitting on Jorge for weeks because those last few weeks happened. Those last few weeks happened, guys. I'm not listening to crackly mic anymore. Okay, that's just how it's going to be. Those last few weeks happened. Those annoying him refusing to negotiate weeks, him doing this, him asking for more money. I was right on those things. Okay, I wish I heard the rant. I wish you heard the rant as well because someone complained about a crackly mic and I ruined the entire fucking thing. Because once you take it out, you can't put it back in. Apparently. Makes no fucking sense. Whoever said that comment, facts, makes no sense. If Jorge comes out with a flying knee again, probably not going to happen, but we'll see. If he does, then I'd love it because I want Usman to get KO'd. Not crackly was never crackly. I'm never listening to it ever again. Don't worry. No more complaints about mics. Never going to happen. I'm just going to deal with it if it happens. 209 is loyal, Guru. You ain't no loyal to the goons. Man, I'm not even big mad. I'm just right about Masvidal. Listen, I was right to call him out for those moments. Now on Instagram, everybody's riding his nuts because he accepted the fight. He had no choice. Exactly. And I need to reinstate this because the stream has started again. He had no choice. If he said no, they would go against him. He would have no fans. He had to say yes. I respect him saying yes. I really do. I want him to I don't even want him to baptize Masvidal. I don't even want him to baptize Usman. Baptism is not enough. I need him a baptism, a christening afterwards as well, just for good measure. And then we'll dip him in the fucking lake by his ankle, Achilles style. But I want Masvidal to obliterate Usman. I really do. I want him to rapture Usman. That's some different stuff. Not even baptisms. But he had no choice to take this fight, guys. And I know a lot of dumb 12-year-olds are going to see, he was the BMF all along. You were wrong. No, guys. He had to. If they called Masvidal and he said, no, it's not enough money, he'd have no fans. Because that was the vibe before this. He was losing his fans. But he got them. And I respect him for having them. Would you say Jorge is as dangerous as Burns? He is as dangerous as Burns, but in different areas. He's dangerous. He's as dangerous as Burns. Masvidal is as dangerous as Burns, but he's in a more avoidable area than Burns was. Masvidal's dangerous in the striking, more dangerous than Burns in the striking. But Usman can avoid that position with Masvidal. Burns is a little bit dangerous on the striking department, better at striking than Usman, but also very dangerous on the ground. Usman can't avoid that. So Masvidal is equal threat to Usman, but not an avoidable, but a more avoidable threat to Usman than Burns was. I hope you guys understand that. John Jones was a scumbag for years. He's doing good now. Doesn't mean I can't criticize what he's done in the past. Same as Jorge. No, it's not even that. Masvidal wasn't really essentially doing anything wrong. It's just he was being a little bit annoying, and I'm allowed to say that. Just because he had to, listen, he had to accept the fight on a fucking week's notice. If he didn't, he'd have no fans. They'd all turn against him, and that would be it for Masvidal. Over. Done. He'd slide down the rankings. Someone else would be given the shot. But he took it because he had to. I give him respect for taking it, but he had to take it, guys. You know? This isn't like, let's say if Jones versus Reyes, the rematch was scheduled, Reyes fell out and Blachowicz stepped in on 6 days' notice. Fucking badass. Masvidal had to. Guru, your credibility is gone. Only to 12-year-olds with no fucking brain, so you can lose credibility with me all you want. £2, ND209. This was all because of some gay called Will A. Yeah, it actually was to begin with. He's actually permanently not getting read out from now on. Not saying this matters, but I noticed Usman only got 2 takedowns against Woodley. The rest of the ground time came from T. Wood pulling chokes that he was already losing the takedowns for. He was pulling chokes because Usman already kind of had him down, and then he just rips it. It's like Poirier, you know? Dan Hooker had the takedown, but Poirier just rips a guillotine to make the best out of a bad situation. You understand what I'm saying there? How do you feel when you found out Masvidal versus Usman was announced for July 11th? Because I felt so excited. Oh my God, it's July. I thought you were trolling me and saying it was next month. But it's July. Wow, this lockdown has changed some things for me. It's July already. I'm going to die soon. What the fuck is going on with the time? It's July. I only just realized. It's actually July. Cool. It's all good. What about Ben Askren? Guru, he's getting paid a quarter of what he initially wanted to fight. Let me see again. Guru, he's getting paid a quarter of what he initially wanted to fight the juiced up abomination on a week's notice. Show some respect for the real BMF. I'm not going to do that. He had to. He had to. If he's getting paid the quarter of what he wanted on full camp, he wanted an amount of money on full camp. So he's getting paid less for short notice. And to make him a BMF, that makes him in a bad situation. And he took advantage of it. His back was against the wall. He had to make a move. He moved. Credit to him for moving. But this doesn't change anything, you know? Will Masvidal fight Colby if he wins? I hope he wins. He will fight Colby if he wins, I reckon. He'll call out Colby if he wins, I reckon, as well, to be honest with you, because he knows that's the money. And that's why he hasn't called out Colby yet directly for a fight, you know? Because otherwise he would have been talking about that. Because, listen, guys, when Usman was talking about not fighting, well, when Usman was talking about fighting Masvidal, Masvidal was talking about fighting Nate Diaz in a rematch. That happened. Yeah, everyone was taking a piss. We're fucking right to, you know. Do argue, I understand what you're saying. Don't listen to these guys. 100% agree with you. I know. It's just, you know, it's all good though. He's a BMF now, you know. None of that happened. You know what I'm saying? Masvidal would assassinate Usman in 6 days. I hope so much. And someone asked me in the last stream, his back was against the wall. His back was against the wall. He had nowhere to go. If he'd said no to Usman on short notice, he'd have no fans. That's how it works. They were already turning against him. I was not this one guy hating on Usman. I checked. I'm not this one guy hating on Masvidal. I know millions hate on Usman. One guy hating on Masvidal. I checked his community post every day. Everyone hated Masvidal in his community. Everyone was turning against him. If he said no, they'd all turn against him and he'd have nothing. But he said yes because he had to. So good job. Just heard Joe Rogan passed away. No, he didn't. Guru, give me some juicy parlay. No, I don't care about parlays right now. We're talking about Usman versus Masvidal. People ask me in the last stream, why do I hate Usman so much? If you have to ask that question, why would I not want Usman to be champion of the welterweight division in this current day and age? You might have some tism. You know, you might have a little bit of that Rona syndrome. You know, you need to go get checked out a little bit. You think Masvidal going to bring his belt? I'd imagine so. I'd want him to, definitely, because it's a bit of a BMF move. If you forget everything that's happened before, but it's a bit of a BMF move, you know. Good job. Who's more unlikable in your honest opinion, Woodley or Usman? I understand why you don't like Woodley, but what is it you hate Usman for? No, Woodley is even more than Usman. But Usman's just, I don't want him as champion. It's not so much as I don't like him as a... Well, Usman lied about his upbringing. Said he walked miles for water when he was born in Aochi, Nigeria hospital. And yeah, you know, everyone's done this research. It was all over Reddit. Everyone exposed him for lying about his upbringing. He never walked miles for water. He was a millionaire in Nigeria. His dad came to America, had money for all plane tickets, a house for them to live in, and stepped right into a job as a management of an ambulance company. He was not walking miles for water, and that got pointed out very quickly, and he lied about that. And anyone who lies about that is an absolute scum of the earth. But that's fine. He's just not likable anyway. He's just boring. Like, it's not so much that Usman does things bad, it's just that he does nothing good. So I don't really hate Usman. I do because he lied about his upbringing and poverty. But I missed someone's super chat. I'm sorry. I'm going to scroll up. $2. Florification. I have a feeling Usman is going to bleed. I hope he does. Even if he wins, I hope he ends up with some kind of concussion. And no one else has done anything. But thank you for the $2. I appreciate you. Last live stream was the best one yet, Guru. I know, dude. It's a shame that it'll never be seen again. But that's okay. I'm going to leave it up anyway, man. I don't even give a fuck anymore. I'm leaving it up and it'll get some views. How many comments? Well, let me see the comments on the live stream. Who the fuck is that guy? Usman. No, it's not short notice as Masvidal has been training for Usman. Ugh, here's another thing that I hate. People that are apparently in these guys' camps. That's what I hate about MMA so much. I hate that about MMA so much. The people that are saying, dude, he's been training this whole time for Usman. Oh, really? You're in his camp? Oh, no, you're not. You've seen him post a picture on a mat. Good job. You know, what's your internet speed in London? I don't care. Stop. Oh, I do care. I don't know what it is, though. And I'm not going to test it right now, Chrissy J, but thank you very much for being here. Guru listens to KSI songs. I don't at all. I can't understand a word he's saying. He's one of the worst musicians in the world. He actually is. He has so many views on his videos, but they're all shit. All of his songs are shit. But that's fine. I like KSI. He's funny as fuck. His YouTube videos are funny. I watched him when I was younger, you know? I mean, if you didn't watch KSI and you're from England and you didn't watch him as an early teen play FIFA, then you just haven't lived. But his music is absolutely appalling, like terrible. Sing Phineas and Ferb theme tune. It's not going to happen. Serious question. What race would you say Masvidal is? Cuba. Probably. I don't know what race he is. I don't really give a fuck. Why did they make the promo so fast? I'm assuming they knew it was announced before they publicized it, because there are peak times that people announce fights. If you'll notice, a lot of times with the fight announcements, they always seem to happen around the same time of the day. And I think they knew like yesterday that it was already being announced, because what really is there to negotiate, you know? Do you want this amount of money? No. Okay, we're not going to do it. Do you want this amount of money? Yes. Okay, we'll do it. Like, it's not like they're sitting up on the phone for hours, like Wolf of Wall Street kind of thing, grinding away with some time lapse going on. Like, it's yes or no. Like, they knew about this yesterday, I'm assuming, and just had to work on all the technicalities of it, you know? Break down the fight. I've already made a video on that. Go check it out. I think Usman beats him. But still, great fight, man. Really great fight. I hope Masvidal wins. I just don't see it happening. I see him getting obliterated. But that's okay. That's okay. KSI was the most annoying piece of shit. I always hated him since I was a kid. No, I liked Masvidal when he was a kid. Even though he screamed a lot. I mean, not Masvidal. KSI. KSI was funny when he was younger. Have you had Twinkies before? I've had one. They're overrated. They're just bread and cream in the middle. But it's nice. What are they going to do for the countdown? I have no idea, but I hope they do it fast, because we're already supposed to be one embedded episode deep. So, Masvidal's Cuban. Yeah, he said what race? Cuban isn't really a race of people, you know? Because Yoel Romero's Cuban and Masvidal's Cuban. They're not the same race. You know, like, I understand, but, you know, that's not what a race is. That's nationality. Thank you very much. Guru, what's your plan to make the UFC hire you? I'll just have to keep making videos, and then eventually I'll have to come clean that they're listening to every single thing I say and tell them to do. And then I'll be right in the end. Best striker in the UFC right now? Best striker in the UFC right now? That's a good question, good sir. Yakoza. Israel Adesanya, he's a champion striker. I think you have to give it to Adesanya at this point, you know? Because even though he hasn't really done the amazing striking things that other people have done, like he hasn't got that. You know, when you think of amazing best striker, you think, one punch KO or will kick KO, something like that. But you have to give it to Adesanya because he's implemented it the best, because he's championed whilst doing it. So I think that's why you got to give it to Adesanya. Usman and Izzy can't relate to Francis's life. Izzy had servants. I mean, Izzy owned more slaves than my ancestors. But that's the truth, you know. But yeah, they can't relate to Ngannou, but they want to. They want to relate to that, because that's just in them sometimes. Will you make an apology video where I'm not making no apology? I'll make a celebration video if Masvidal goes out there and KOs Usman. I'm not hating on someone because I'm picking against them. I want Masvidal to win. You don't just pick whoever you want to win. That's not how this works. You pick who you think is going to win. If I picked whoever I wanted to win, I would have picked Walt Harris against Overeem. But I knew Overeem was going to destroy him. So that's what happened, you know? Lol, you said you didn't want Usman as champion. So if you had to guess your two candidates for the belt, who would it be, Jorge or Colby? Out of those two, who would you prefer hold the belt? Masvidal holds the belt, because then you could eventually, fingers crossed, do McGregor Masvidal 155-pound belt, 170-pound belt. If McGregor gets 155-pound belt, of course. $20 from Cooler Unit. What's better, oatmeal cream pie? Oh, I don't like those two words next to each other, but oatmeal cream pie or zebra cakes. Would Gamebred versus Mike Perry interest you? Gamebred versus Mike Perry would not interest me, because they're nowhere near each other in the rankings. it would be fun if it did get made, and I wouldn't really be, I'd be still excited. I'd be annoyed that it was made because it didn't respect the rankings, but I'd be excited for it. And oatmeal cream pie or zebra cakes, I have no idea what either of those fucking things are. And I'm assuming they're hidden messaging. So I'm going to go with a cream pie. Hey, deep inside. Thank you very much. I'll go with oatmeal cream pie. No, actually, hang on a second. I'll go with oatmeal. Because it could be phrased like that. What's better, oatmeal, cream pie, or zebra cakes? I'll take oatmeal. Thank you very much. Zebra cakes all day. I have no idea what zebra cakes are. Guru, do you hate me? I don't hate you. But you're just milking it a bit, you know? They are Little Debbie snacks, you British bastard. I have no idea what Little Debbie snacks are. Thank you for confusing me even further. Had no choice. Is this the Sunday Express? He didn't have a choice. You fucking 2D chess players, man. You fucking 2D chessers. Go back to checkers, man. I'm playing 5D chess. You guys don't understand, but it's okay. Upstairs. Fucking hell. Okay, great, Sonnen. What's up? Okay, great. It's all good. It's American treats. I understand what it is. Should Yoel be suspended for purposely taking a shit in the cage so his opponents get distracted? He actually, and here's the thing about Yoel Romero, was losing to Derek Brunson, shit himself to absorb the oxygen molecules in the air and replace them with methane so that Brunson couldn't get his air in and Brunson gassed out and lost. That's the true reason why Brunson lost to Romero. It's actually true. Checkers is not easy at all. It's not, but you know what I'm trying to say, man. You piece of shit. I'm not a piece of shit. Biggie, biggie, biggie. Can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. Thank you very much. Guru say Ben Ice Cream. Again, thanks, mate. There we go. Will you be live fight nights? Are you new to the stream? Are you new to the stream? I will most definitely be live. I'm live every single time. Every single night of fights, I am live. I wasn't live for the Invicta this weekend, but then again, I mean, I'm surprised Invicta was even live for the Invicta this weekend, so, you know, I'll take it. Just joined. What's up, dude? How's it going, PD? Miami PD? LAPD? I'll take it. Police Department? Is that what that stands for? We got a narc in here, dude? We got a fucking narc in the chat, dude? Fuck off. Chess is for people like Usman. Champions? I'm joking. I don't know. Guru's fat ass couldn't ever make 170. Also, because I'm nearly 6'3", but yeah, fat ass as well. I wouldn't make 170 even if I was skinny, but you know, that's cool. You weren't live for Zhang Andrade? I actually was live for Zhang Andrade. It was in China. I did go live for that one, didn't I? Masvidal had no do-ho choice. I might have deleted it afterwards or something, but I definitely was live for Zhang versus Andrade. Definitely. You weren't live for Zhang Andrade. I wasn't? I'm sure. Wait, was that the one that happened in the morning? This might be the only card I've ever not been live for. UFC Shenzhen. Let me see the timing of it. We're not seeing the timing of it. Whatever. This might have been the one that was on in the morning that I didn't even know was on in the morning, so I just woke up and it was over. Yeah, but McGregor doesn't even need the belt to fight Masvidal. Masvidal with a 170-pound belt is enough to entice Conor for triple champ. Good matchup, ridiculously better than Usman for Conor, but still, I'd like for Conor to focus on the 155-pound division. We watched Li Jingliang versus Dos Santos together. They are lying. They are lying. Very true. Guru, you weren't live for UFC 1? I might not even been alive for UFC 251. I mean, for UFC 1. So, I'll take it. I wasn't live. I wasn't alive. Calm down. Take the hat off. I probably was alive, to be fair. But still, not coherent enough to understand the art of fighting, you know? JD Real, shut up. You are 5'6" bastard. Shut up. It's not true. What kind of shape do you think Masvidal will be in, Guru? I don't think he's going to be in prime condition, but I don't think he's going to be out of shape by any means. I think he's going to be in decent shape. But let's just say if there was a, you know, in the 5th round, he's going to wish he had a full camp. But that's okay. I still think he's going to be in somewhat good shape because he must have been training hard. Everyone's training hard right now, especially at ATT. Think about it. Dustin Poirier had a fight coming up, so obviously they're going to need people in the gym for that. Amanda Nunes had a fight at UFC 250, so obviously people are going to be in the gym for that. People are ready at ATT, so... But he's not going to be full fight camp specifically for Usman ready. That's the difference. He may be cardio ready, but he's not intricacies of Usman's takedowns ready, you know? But we'll see. We all agree Masvidal is a G for taking this. I don't know if I hope he doesn't lose, man. I really do, but we'll see what happens. James Vick's chin turns into granite at 170 or something else needs to happen. I mean, he already got KO'd at 170 by Nico Price, so I don't think you can really say his chin has turned to granite at 170. I wouldn't use the words granite to describe a chin that got KO'd. But I don't know what's going to happen with James Vick. Apparently, he's going to do James Vick versus Bobby Green. So we'll see what fucking happens there. You know what I mean? I thought Shevchenko beat Ryan Hall. What do you think? What? Burns can fight the tough winner. Can fight the winner. Yeah, Burns can't fight the winner. Burns is probably going to fight Colby Covington. I wouldn't mind seeing it. Or Burns versus Leon Edwards. Either one. $5 from the Cooley unit. Who do you like more? Tito Ortiz or Kamaru Usman? Who do you like more as an actor? Ryan Gosling or Christian Bale? He's donated, guys, so I'm going to have to entertain this. Thank you for the $5 Cooley unit, by the way. Dying of AIDS. I appreciate you, though. I like Tito Ortiz more because Ortiz is just funny to laugh at. Usman isn't even funny to laugh at, but Ortiz is funny to laugh at. You know, like just him messing up sentences is just... it's just hilarious to me. But who do you like more as an actor? Ryan Gosling or Christian Bale? Christian Bale. Christian Bale is an actor for sure. He was Batman, dude. Who the fuck was Ryan Gosling as an actor? Green Lantern? Like, I don't even know anyone else, you know? Heath Ledger? I don't know what's going on. I meant Amanda Nunes. Okay, I had no idea what the first part of your sentence was, so thank you for what you actually meant. Just came in. What was his pick for Usman Masvidal? Usman, by decision. Christian Bale is a god. I like Christian Bale. He seems all right. I actually think taking a title fight on short notice can motivate you more. You feel like a badass and everyone supports you. Yeah, I get it. Are you feeling better today, Chubster? I am feeling better. I emptied my guts yesterday, and I emptied my lungs. I almost sicked up my lungs the other day. It was crazy. If people haven't watched, well, I haven't actually left it up, but the last live stream had to end early. My daily live streams, by the way, I'll just plug that. I do them daily. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. Everyone here subscribe because we're going to be here fucking daily. Every single day of the week talking about fucking MMA. Sure, that compensates for a camp. You guys need to start typing in full paragraphs because I'm chipping into something that you've said minutes ago and it's gone in the chat now. When did you get paralyzed? I did not get paralyzed ever. Just subbed. Usman, thank you very much, Joe Frisco. I appreciate that. Usman by decision is plus 200. Interesting. I think it will happen. Depending on how dominant it happens, we'll see. But I could say, and I say this again, now that 350 people are here, I want Usman to get obliterated by Masvidal so much, guys. I know a lot of people don't understand that. Why are you picking Usman if you want him to lose? I just think Usman beats him. But I want Masvidal to just get rid of him. You know, not even just finish him or get, not even in the belt. Just like, actually, I don't even mind if Usman doesn't have the belt, but still, just get rid of him. Don't have him as champion anymore. In whatever way Masvidal has to do that. If he has to Anthony Smith, John Jones him and take an illegal knee and then instead of saying no, say yes. I don't know, man. Just somehow get Usman away from the belt because we need to succeed as a company. The money man, donate. Hope Masvidal teabags in post KO. I really hope so as well. Do you feel bad for Gilbert? I actually do feel bad for Gilbert. It was not in his control whatsoever, and he got finessed out of a title shot. It's pretty sad. I'm hearing you. Thank you very much, dude. Colby versus Guru. Sign me up. It'd be a good fight. I like it. Colby's pretty good. And also, Colby's not the kind of guy that's going to KO you straight away. So I think it's actually one of the more entertaining fights out of anyone, you know? Because Colby would, like, to the untrained person, or the person who's done little training, Colby would probably be a bit more of a friendly beatdown, you know? MA Guru bloopers in Bruce Buffer voice. No. Lol, you just lost 2 viewers for saying that. Usman and Ali. I mean, Ali's here the whole time. You know? He's gone to find Noah. Usman hater? You mean member of the public? Thank you very much. Change the way you're saying that. Usman hater is not even a name. You can't even label someone an Usman hater. You just have to label them a coherent and conscious human being. They're not an Usman hater. They're just a person with a brain. But good. Bots, Jorge is done. Cub Swanson got robbed in the Shane Burgos fight. No, he didn't. You silly bitch. I thought it could have gone either way and it was a close fight, but I thought Burgos won. Cub Swanson didn't get robbed in that fight. Calm yourself down, big man. This stream more popular than 249. I don't know, man. Usman versus Masvidal was big news, I guess. Did you watch Art Attack growing up? It aired in Canada. It was great as a kid. Yes, I did watch Art Attack. And the guy, was it the guy who ran it killed himself? That was a really dark turn over a fond memory, but or was that smart? There was another show in the UK like Art Attack where the guy killed himself and they made jokes about it, but that's all good. The press conference would have been mental. It would have been mental. And I'm kind of, you know what? As much as, listen, man. The excitement, yeah, he killed himself, sad. Oh, he did actually kill himself. May he rest in peace, you know, all that stuff. But still, suicide aside, there's a part of me, and I'm amped up on adrenaline because Masvidal versus Usman has just been signed. I'm very amped up. But there is that part of me that thinks, fuck, it would have been better with a press conference and a build-up, man. It would have been so much better with a press conference and a build-up. I thought it was Blue Peter. I thought it was smart, if you remember that show. Guru, fella, I'm surprised Jorge's taking this fight on a week. Didn't think he'd be this confident versus Usman. He's not, guys. And here, down go the viewers again. You ready for this one? Masvidal had to fight Usman. If he didn't, he would lose all of his fans. Thank you. Why do British people say Anthony like it has a silent H? I think I just proved that one wrong. We don't. No Guru, Mr. Maker, or do you guys say Anthony? We say Anthony because our Anthony is spelled with a T and no H. Originally, that was the Brittonic way of spelling it. But you changed those things. You Americans, meddling with the language. Taking out the U from color. Huh? All about the color with you Americans. You know? Usman by decision. Thank you very much, verified person. I noticed your comment more than others. That's the benefit you've earned from gaining your subscribers. 350 casuals in the chat, and you are one of them. But thank you. You're not, because you're a long-time viewer. But still, look at the views. I'm looking at them. I don't care. I want to talk Masvidal Usman. Who got the fuck is quad MFT? I have no idea, but he has a tick next to his name, so it's pretty cool. Well, us Americans, filthy red coats. Okay. Ethan Hunt with a silent C. Who the fuck is... Okay, here we go. If you get 500 viewers, let's do the 2.5 hour. Let's not do that. You're giving it a very... That's a very obtainable goal for me to do a 2.5 hour stream. And that's not going to happen because I've got to go... It's 10 past 11 p.m. here, guys. I'm just saying. I've got work at 8 a.m. tomorrow. You understand? That's a bit of a problem. Usman by manslaughter. Yeah. It's true. $2 from Crispin Becker. Guru, will Zombie ever be champ at 145? The Korean Zombie will be champ if Volkanovski is the champion. If Holloway is the champion, he will lose. And that is all. Ricardo Guzman, $2. Will you admit Jorge is the BMF on live chat? No, he's the BMF champion. He has that belt. That doesn't change the fact that he tried to play the negotiation game for months and didn't take the fight with Usman originally on full camp. But now that everyone's turned against him and he's realized he's overplayed his hand, he took it on short notice. But, you know, no one wants to hear about that because that's just the truth. So that's fine. I'll shut up. He's the BMF. What a gangster. But he is a gangster because he saved an entire event. He did. You strictly go off MMA math based on your statements. I haven't even given a prediction in the past 10 minutes. What the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, Masvidal gets ragdolled for 5 rounds, IMO. I don't think he gets ragdolled. I just think he gets taken down and laid on. Ragdolling is like Rory McDonald, Nate Diaz type, you know? But, you know, Usman's more of a lay and pray kind of guy. And I think it'll work. This is your work now. You're a YouTube star now. No turning back. And move forward with life. I take it you haven't seen my bank account. I'm going to take my other job. Thank you very much. Masvidal gets ragdolled for 5 rounds IMO. I don't know about that one. Guru Army, but do you believe Masvidal has some tricks up his sleeve? Clearly been training for Usman beforehand. Yeah, he's going to have some tricks. But I think those tricks will be overcome by the fact that Usman's bigger and stronger and has unfair natural advantages over Masvidal. So yeah, we'll see what happens though. We'll see what happens, man. I think this could be just a clinch bore fest. Usman, just turn heel. It's so easy, Usman. That's the problem I have with Usman. It's not that he's not likable whatsoever, and no one likes Usman. It's not just that. It's that when no one likes you, acknowledge that and go heel. You know? be the guy that people want to lose. But Usman wants to be liked, and it's just not possible when you have his face and his personality. It doesn't exist. Can't happen. Prediction for Aldo versus Yan. I'm picking Piotr Yan to KO, not KO, TKO Jose Aldo in the 4th round. I think he'll get it done. I think they are bots, not going to lie. I have no idea how they could possibly be bots. I am not botting my streams. There was a lot of viewers before, to be honest with you. I know you guys just came in, but we just finished a stream, and there was 400 people there. So, you know, it's pretty good. Who are these? Usman needs to get nice sleep on the plane to Fight Island, because if he doesn't want to oversleep in the cage. Okay. Very good. I love Usman. Fuck you. I question your chromosome count. What do we do with Burns then? I'm assuming that was that. Well, what we do with Gilbert Burns is this. We say, we're sorry, Gilbert Burns. You aren't important enough, because that's basically what the UFC is telling him right now. But I think Burns understands. And I also think Burns knew that he was in a very good situation to get it in the first place. So I don't think he's that upset about it, you know? Because he wasn't supposed to get it in the first place. But he did get it. So it was like, it's not like they've taken something away from him. It's like they've taken away a gift. You know? They're not just stealing from Burns. They're just refunding a gift that they've given him. But Burns should fight. I don't think Burns should fight again soon. 252 is going to have the co-main event of Shevchenko versus Chukai. Shevchenko versus Calderwood, sorry, which is going to be an absolute fucking disaster of a co-main event, but that's fine. But listen, if they want to move Burns, give Burns the next best thing, and the next best thing is Leon Edwards or Colby Covington. One of those two. And if they give him Leon Edwards, then do Colby versus Woodley. And if they give him Colby Covington, then do Woodley versus Edwards. And that's how it works. If Masvidal loses, he's going to make Nate look weak. No, if Masvidal loses, don't worry. He's still the BMF. He took it on short notice, remember? So he'll be fine. Because it was on short notice. So he'll win either way. If it was on full camp, if he lost, it would be terrible. Because it's on short notice, if he loses, it'll be fine. That's how it works, guys. Is there ever a boring Masvidal fight, even with the Usman trying to make it boring? Masvidal's a true scrapper. He is a true scrapper. It's very true. But he's not fought. I like Masvidal, man. I've just seen him taken down by lightweights. I know his takedown defense has gotten better over the years, but Usman is middleweight, and he goes toe-to-toe with Brunson, so he's a good wrestler, and I think he's going to be a problem. He has nothing to lose. Exactly. So it's not more BMF, but it's okay, guys. I'm not going to say it because people don't like my opinion. But Jorge had a full camp. You weren't in his camp. Shut the fuck up. I'm done with people telling me that. Jorge's track record is bad. You can't compare him to Usman. His track record isn't bad recently. Masvidal plus 200. I mean, these are good odds. Trust me, they're good odds. I'm not picking fights off odds, though. Sometimes I will. Like, if I think a fight is 50-50, like I thought Hooker versus Poirier was 50-50. I did. I thought Hooker was going to win, but I thought it was close. Really close fight, 50-50. Whatever happens, happens. Hooker was a sizable underdog because people disregarded him as an opponent. So I said, you know what? I'm picking fucking Dan Hooker. I think he wins anyway, and he's a heavy underdog because people don't see this as the 50-50 fight that I do. And then, you know, bit of a problem. You missed my donation, Guru. Did I actually miss your donation, Noodles, or are you lying to me? $2 from Noodles. Jorge's clinch game is his best weapon. Watch for it. I know his clinch game's good, but his clinch game is good against Nate Diaz, and I'm going to say this in front of 530 viewers here, guys. I'm going to say it in front of 530 viewers, and we'll see how much it goes down by after I say this one sentence. Masvidal's clinch game looked good against Nate Diaz. Let me just brace myself. Let me just brace myself to say this because I'm going to lose some viewers. Nate Diaz is shit. He's not shit. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. He's not shit. Nate Diaz is barely top 15. Usman's number 1. I understand that people love Nate Diaz. I really understand. And people are going, damn, I can't believe you said that. He's not good, guys. He's a top-notch boxer. He's not a top-notch boxer, guys, either. I like Nate Diaz, but he's just he beat McGregor, a 45er, coming up to 170 with staph infection. Then he lost to him. And McGregor broke his foot in the first round. You know, he's not good, guys. I like Nate Diaz. I love this whole allure of, Nate Diaz is such a gangster. What's up, all that stuff. I get it. Nate Diaz, people love him. Your fanship of him does not make him good, guys. He's better than CM Punk. I'll give you that. He is better than CM Punk. But there's a reality to Nate Diaz's career. And if we go through his career, you'll notice that reality. Okay? You'll notice that, hey, he lost to Masvidal. He beat Pettis. Lost to McGregor, a 45er at the time. But moved up to 170, fair enough. Beat McGregor on staph infection. Fair enough. He took it on short notice, so credit to Nate Diaz anyway. It doesn't matter that McGregor had staph infection. They were probably equal in terms of gas tank. But Nate Diaz stays in shape. So he beat Conor McGregor. Good job. Beat Michael Johnson. Really good job. That was when Nate Diaz was good. Michael Johnson, Conor McGregor first fight, Conor McGregor rematch. When he came back against Pettis, he looked like absolute fucking trash. And that is the truth. Even though he beat Pettis. I've never seen a worse Nate Diaz performance in my fucking life. Even though he didn't get finished officially by Masvidal. I've never seen a worse Nate Diaz since it's just whatever. Prime Cerrone as well. Yeah, Prime Cerrone was good back then. He was a little bit good against certain matchups. Was it the best Cerrone performance we've ever seen in Cerrone's life? Maybe not. He lost to Dos Anjos, lost to Josh Thompson, lost to Benson Henderson. I mean, these are good names to lose to, don't get me wrong, but they're still losses, you know? Takanori Gomi, submission by armbar. Takanori Gomi, submission by armbar, sorry. Sean O'Malley just submitted Takanori Gomi. People don't know about that. He's a little Asian guy. Don't get me wrong, he's a legend of the game. And he dyes his hair a different color. So good job. But, you know, little Asian. How's he making weight? Gilbert versus Leon Edwards. Who would win? I say Leon wins. Leon wins that fight. Actually, I don't know. I say Burns. I think Burns beats Leon. Because I still haven't seen full camp Burns, really. Even though he's had long camps, he's never had full camp. You know? I've never seen full camp Burns. And it may be something, it might be like Bigfoot. We may never see full camp Burns. We have seen it, but not at 170. You know? It's crazy. Subscribe to the stream, guys. I'm live for every single day. With an MMA fight stream. Talking all things MMA. 14 O'Malley versus 12 Cruz. Who wins? What was this? What was the question? I just ignored you. Oh, O'Malley. No. Don't talk about that matchup because I don't like it. So fuck off. Cruz is fighting Sandhagen. The winner of Cruz Sandhagen will fight TJ Dillashaw. TJ Dillashaw versus Cruz Sandhagen winner will get the next title shot. Sean O'Malley will fight Marlon Vera. If he wins that, he will fight the winner of Rob Font versus John Dodson. Hopefully it's Rob Font. That way O'Malley can win. Then he fights Rob Font. And then he fights the winner of, potentially down the line, one of the other matchups at the top. Quad MFT, who the fuck is that guy? Bantamweight is stacked. I mean, Bantamweight is one of the most stacked divisions. It is. It massively is. Even outside the rankings, you've got Merab Dvalishvili, you've got Ricky Simone, you've got Montel Jackson, you've got Brett Johns, you've got Nathaniel Wood, even though he's coming off a loss. Still got Nathaniel Wood. You've got Jack Shaw on the come up, undefeated through amateurs and pro. Like 26-0, including every fight he's had. Like he's a crazy guy, but there's a lot of guys there at bantamweight. Why would Holloway be out? I have no idea, but some people are saying it, but I don't think it's true. Look at that Angelo chick said about you, Guru. Look at what that Angelo chick said about you, Guru. I have no idea who that Angelo chick is, so no. I can tell you're a casual because there's tons of footage of Jorge training for months for this fight, bringing in top-level wrestlers. I hate to break it to you because I know that your chromosomes are so high, but I'm going to rob one of those chromosomes off of you right now. Okay? Just because you've seen a clip of Masvidal with a wrestler on a training mat does not mean he's been grinding for weeks on end as if he had a full camp for Kamaru Usman. I understand. Listen, and you're retarded, and you are mentally retarded. So I'm going to have to break this down even more for you guys. I understand you've seen a picture of Masvidal and a wrestler on a mat. That doesn't tell me he's grinding like a guy who knows he's got a fight in 8 weeks. So how is he making weight? Because he's a 155-pounder that moved up to 170. I know you've just joined the MMA world when Masvidal beat Nate Diaz at UFC 244, but he used to be a 155er. He doesn't cut above 10 pounds to make 170 anyway. That's why he's making weight. Yeah, but he's big. Okay. He's a welterweight. Those guys are pretty big. Anyway, I've trained my whole life. Thank you. No one asked, but thank you. He ain't that big, settle down. Yeah, he's not that big either. I mean, look at Usman versus Masvidal. I mean, Usman's thicker and bigger than Masvidal. He was 155er when you could IV water. It's true. But Michael Chiesa was a 155er when you couldn't IV. Well, he was a 157-pounder when you couldn't IV. I'll give you that one. But still, Masvidal could have made 155 back then without IVs. IVs were used after the fight. You understand? And here's a big thing about, when you could IV, he was at this weight class. The IV was afterwards, not before. You made weight. Then you IV'd, you know? So the IV does come into things, I'll give you that, but not as much in terms of making weight, you know? How many stone is welterweight? Well, here's a really good answer. 170 in stone. 170 pounds in stone. It should be a factor of 14. 12 stone. But they aren't 170, though. They aren't 170. Masvidal's probably 180, I'd say. Guru, you're a 209 hater. No one gives a fuck. 12 stone 2. Yeah, there you go. But that's not actually the weight. I'm assuming that Masvidal's probably going to be about 13 stone, 13 something stone in the cage. That's the information you're getting from me. But thank you. Let's move on to something more interesting. $10 from High Loss. Cheers, mate. Thank you for the $10, dude. I appreciate that. What a nice guy. What a non-pedophilic guy. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you. My meat gets hard for Chrissy J, says EDT. Guru, you're hating on the army. Shut up, you 9-year-old. Masvidal has pillow fists at 155. Every fighter peaks at their natural weight. Just watch John Vellante at heavyweight. Okay. Guru fella, Jorge has definitely built himself into the size of a welterweight. Probably weighs around 180. Okay. Usman probably weighs around 200. I understand he's built himself into the size of a welterweight. He has. There are other welterweights that are bigger, that are stronger. Michael Chiesa is also a 55er. Is also a welterweight bigger than Jorge Masvidal. You know, Colby Covington is bigger than Jorge Masvidal. Masvidal's pretty big against Nate Diaz, another 55 and it moved up to 170. Against Ben Askren, an unathletic fucking... I don't even know what to say about Ben Askren. But he's not... Masvidal isn't 170 pounds of raw American steel. You know, like Masvidal's like 170 pounds of... You know, beanbag. Maurice, the upholstery guru. It's not true. Usman is the Costa of 170. Usman is not the Costa of 170 at all because Costa doesn't shoot takedowns. You're nonce. But good try, though. It was a good analysis. I liked it. But thank you for the $10 again from this guy. I appreciate that. Redo it. Let me get your name rather than this guy. High Loss. Thank you for the $10. Appreciate that. Appreciate it very much. Amanda Nunes versus Nate Diaz. I'll go Nate Diaz, probably. Twisted Steel and American Sex Appeal. I agree, dude. Usman is just the biggest welterweight ever, though, fella. I know, he's a big guy. He's a very big guy. Guru, now you have a big platform. It's time to come out. We will be proud. Okay, I'll come out. I'll come out. I should maybe bring my parents in here for this as well. But I'll do it. I'll actually come out. I'm doing it, man. I'm out in it. I'm putting it out there. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to get it off my chest. And I'm going to come out. I'm going to come out on behalf of Israel Adesanya. Adesanya's gay. Van Zandt by KO round 1. Van Zandt would be a Van Zandt by KO round 1. That's interesting. Van Zandt by KO at all ever in her career is a better prediction to make. Obviously, she did get a jumping switch kick, but you know, that can happen in fights. I don't think Van Zandt will earn another KO victory in her entire career. Costa is absolutely huge right now. He is. You're correct. Fuck Masvidal, go and search Lauren Alexis on YouTube. No, I'm doing a live stream right now. Wait your gala. I'm not. Adesanya is though. Van Zandt by sub second round. I fucking hope so. I want to see triangles, north-south. I'm gonna fucking let me get some shit ready, you know? Just waiting for 251. I'm ready to go at 251. You know, I'm so ready. But you know, it's gonna be good. Van Zandt's pretty overrated though. Take the hat off. No. Lauren Alexis is 1,000 to 10. 1,000 out of 10. I'll have to look her up. Is it like a porn star though? Because that definitely is a porn star name. Alexis as a surname. Well, you want to add Texas as your middle name as well? Like, come on. Costa is going to get Adesanya. I think Costa beats Adesanya. Not because Adesanya's gay, but just because Costa's big and throws body shots, and Adesanya thinks that the cage is a he thinks the cage are ropes. $2 from Mr. Anderson. Do they have Mexican restaurants in the UK? Yes, we're a country. Yeah, they have Mexican restaurant. I reckon they have a Mexican restaurant in Antarctica. Yes, they have Mexican restaurants in the UK. Thank you, Mr. Anderson. I appreciate you. We have every type of restaurant. I'm from London anyway. So maybe if you ask someone from Cornwall, if they had Mexican restaurants, they'd say yes as well, probably. But I'm from London. We have everything, dude. Are you bored? I'm not bored. Guru, any thoughts on Mike Perry's new hoe? Little bit delirious, but illegal. But legal. Sorry, not illegal, but legal. Little bit delirious. A little bit Chrissy delirious, but little bit delirious, you know, as we could say in other words, but legal. So fair play to him, man. Good job. Van Zandt has good karate. Interesting. I don't think she does. I think I'd punt Van Zandt out of the cage, but that's okay. Kanye 2020 prediction. I don't think Kanye is going to win a 2020 election. Trump will win it because, I mean, I could divide 545 people right now with this sentence. Trump's going to win the election, guys. I'm not even saying my political beliefs, but it's just, come on. It's going to happen. If it doesn't happen, it's corrupt, but it is going to happen. Even if I don't agree with anything. Or even if I might agree with something. It's just, he's going to win it. But anyway, moving on. You ready to get back? Now I've lost a few viewers. Any thoughts on Ike Perry? Like Perry, the new cornerman? I have no idea. Any chance Usman TKO's Masvidal? He's only been TKO'd once in 2008. And he wasn't even TKO'd by that guy either. He just got dropped and the referee jumped in for an early stoppage. But there's no way that Usman TKO's Masvidal. I think Usman could maybe get a dash choke. I'm going to pick my nose off camera. I think Usman could maybe just make the chat slow. I'll make the chat slower by banning you. Out you go, George Johnson. You're gone. Thank you for spamming nonsense. Don't spam. Make the chat slow. That's very counterproductive. But thank you. What was I going to say? Usman isn't going to TKO Masvidal. Don't blooper this just in case you fuck. Usman isn't going to TKO Masvidal. Usman could, and here's the one way I see Usman finishing Masvidal, dash choke Masvidal, trying to get up from on bottom in deep half. That's where Usman could get a finish. He's got long arms. Masvidal's not big framed in terms of shoulder width and stuff like that. Usman might, and the only way I think he finishes it is either Masvidal dies of boredom or Usman dash chokes him in deep half when Masvidal's trying to get back up. I think that's a fair enough assessment of it. Bloopers should be mod. No. Joe Rogan versus Guru. No one's getting mod. Come on, guys. And if you ask for someone to be mod, they're definitely not getting modded. And that's you out of being modded as well, Super Skunk. Guru is Usman gay. No, he's a liar, though. Worst analysis ever. I don't think Usman finishes him, but that's the one way I could see it happening. Do you think Stipe will retire after the DC trilogy? I think so. Why would he rematch Ngannou instead of going out as the greatest heavyweight of all time? I'll tell you why he will rematch Ngannou, because instead of going off as the best heavyweight of all time, because if Ngannou wins the belt once, Joe Rogan will call him the greatest heavyweight of all time. It will happen. Holloway beat Aldo the first time, and Joe Rogan called him the greatest featherweight of all time. Joe Rogan's casual, stupid voice controls the way the sport is seen. And that's a bad reality. And I know a lot of people like Joe Rogan for other things. He's a great podcaster, I'm sure. But he knows nothing of MMA. But that's fine. He knows about Pride and stuff, so he's got in-depth knowledge, but just nothing current, you know. Please save this video. I want to watch when I get off. I'll put this video up. Why not? Joe Rogan is a nonce. I don't know if that's true, but then again, he did have D'Elia on the podcast. But, you know, D'Elia isn't necessary. Well, we're uploading this one, so we'll leave the slander aside. What's your over-under odds for Masvidal? I don't know. I'd say he should be a 2-1 underdog. And I wouldn't bet on him. If he was a 3-1, I'd bet on him. But I'm not going to pick Masvidal. I hope he wins, man. And I can't stress that enough. I hope he absolutely... Oh, yeah. Super necessary. I just hope he does it, man. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Keep it classy, Guru. I'm keeping it classy. Usman via arm triangle. I was thinking like Lesnar did to Carwin. Interesting. Arm triangle is a very strength-based submission. That would be the only other option I would go for. Maybe a Von Prue. You know? You never know. Guru, call me a nonce. You're a nonce, Jonah Hubbard. Quad MFT, go to watch a fucking prediction. Subscribe. Okay, here we go. Percentage, he's just going at someone for having a verified tick. Who else is gay? It takes one to know one. No, it doesn't take one to know one. It takes dyeing your hair blonde as a black person to know a gay person. Right? Don't dye your hair blonde, Israel Adesanya. It's kind of true. You know, I don't think Adesanya had to even come out. He didn't. He didn't. Adesanya never had to come out of the closet. He already has. He dyed his hair blonde. It's over. He's come out already. I mean, fair play to him. He's brave and stuff. Search up Izzy's girl. She's hot. If I see a man, Israel Adesanya girlfriend. Unknown. Not a single person. Images. Picture here. He posted a picture with one person. There is no girlfriend of Israel Adesanya. Thanks for your input, dude. And that's over. Thank you. There's a photo, the white blonde. Is that his girlfriend? I just saw a picture of him and a girl, and then another picture of him and another girl, and then another picture of him and another girl, and another picture. She's in his Snapchat. Oh, well, fair enough. Well, there you go. She's not that good, though, but still, white blonde, looking nice. That's exactly what he'd want us to think. Hang on a second. Let me detect this white girl's jawline. I just got donated money, but it can wait. I'm doing some inspection here. Let me see that jawline. Very Ostovich. Very Rachel Ostovich, I must say. I mean, she ain't. But, you know. Those surgeons are getting good nowadays. I'm just saying. I'm not willing to give up hope yet. Guru hella insecure. I'm not insecure, guys. Calm down. I'm just having fun. $2. Go Edmund. Money for your baptism Saturday. Super necessary. Oh, I want a christening as well. Actually, I want to be converted to Islam by Masvidal. Let's go further. Let's go further than the baptism, you know? That woolly hat looks gay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's the idea. I think Josh Emmett is gay. Can we not go through the people that we think are gay in the in the MMA community? I just made one joke about Adesanya dyeing his hair blonde. I'm sorry, guys. Israel Fong Song Adesanya. Yeah. How much is he paying that meth addict? I don't know. Mike Perry beats Usman by decision because of BLM. Mike Perry. Guru, you talk a lot of shit you would never say to these fighters. I would though, guys. Oh, you guys are checkers players. They're not going to hit you. It's assault. What are you talking about? You did simple of MMA? Yeah, I am. That's actually true. No, busy. What's up? I'm back. Top 5 gays in MMA. That's what I fucking come back to. You kidding me? White girls with big asses, dope. They are. They're pretty good. 80% of female fighters are at least 70% gay. Okay, calm down. There we go. Mic cut off. No, I'm here. Search up Josh Emmett wife if you have a bottle of Coke that just got opened. What? I think I've mixed together 2 different comments. If you want to improve your confidence, there we go. Adesanya looks like a bottle of Coke that just got opened. There we go. I mixed up 2 of them. Usman dominates for 5 rounds and Ige wins 29-29. I think this one goes to Jones and I give him round 2. You know? The Mama Guru, okay. Usman dominates for 5 rounds and wins. And Ige wins. How much do you think Jorge has secured? I reckon he got Nate Diaz pay. He's getting 500,000 to show and then probably a small share of the pay-per-view. I would say. I think Brett Okamoto is gay. Okay, calm down, dude. Everyone stop outing gay people in the UFC, man. Lamau, you're fast as fuck on the mute button. It's just right there. Look. And now I'm speaking. So now I'm speaking. And now I'm speaking. So now I'm speaking. And now I'm speaking. Now I'm speaking. And I'm back, though. Why can't black people... Okay. Yo is gay. Thoughts on Gus's comeback? He looks like the man who ate Gus. Very reused joke in the MMA community, but it's true. I hope that we saw a picture of him and he's going to be in much better shape come fight night. Because I'll be honest with you guys. I wish when people moved up in weight, when they're so big for their division, that they would just move up and not cut weight. I don't know why they feel the need to then put on weight. Like, if Gian Vellante just didn't cut weight to make, like, heavyweight and weighed in at 230 pounds or whatever, he would have beaten Gian Vellante. And he wouldn't have had a cardiac arrest in a fake choke. But, what was my point? Oh, Gustafsson. If Gustafsson that showed up against Teixeira just didn't cut weight and just showed up in that kind of shape at heavyweight, he would annihilate guys. It's just annoying. But you said the same thing about Max Holloway. Yeah. Max Holloway decided to put on 10 pounds of fat instead. He didn't just not cut weight. If you're going to do things the right way and build yourself into that weight class, then build yourself into the weight class in muscle. Holloway showed up against Poirier with a belly. You know? That's just how it is. Anthony Smith threw his last fight completely fixed. It wasn't fixed. The only thing that wasn't fixed was his teeth to his gums. That's why he lost. Why can't black people dye their hair blonde? It's just I don't know, where I'm from, it's just a very clear sign. And I take that sign very seriously. Any thoughts in the Georgia... I have neighbors. I have neighbors that just come outside. Everyone in this chat is dumb. And you are in this chat. That's a very strange choice of words there, Cliff Diggs. Chokes the bishop to the hoobs. The hoobs. How much do you think Jorge secured? I think he secured 500,000 with a little bit of pay-per-view shares. We got a minute and a half left, by the way. So if you haven't subscribed, there's 511 people here. That sub number could go way up. I know it could. I know it could. And we're doing this. And by the way, guys, we're doing this every day. We go live every day to chat MMA. Okay? We go live every day to chat MMA. And then we go live every weekend for fight companions. This ain't no Joe Rogan say we're going to do a fight companion next month and never actually do one. This is every single fucking fight night. There's a fight companion, you know? Masvidal is such a handsome guy. Why does he have an ugly girl? I have no idea. I haven't even seen his girlfriend. Masvidal, the Guru doesn't go live. I heard Masvidal doesn't wear a cup. Interesting. Brandon K is okay. UFC 4 reveal this week, and the chat has turned to AIDS. I'm so glad we're going in 30 seconds. Masvidal is very juicy, plus 300 underdog. He is a very juicy underdog. I just don't think he's going to win. Cody versus Sean, who this lobby got? I'd say Stamen would win. This ain't no Hogan shit. It's true. This ain't no Hogan shit. Guru fella, 249 or 251 card. What's better, dude? 249. Can't get better than 249. Listen, I judge a pay-per-view. You should have a good main card of a pay-per-view. I'll just say that. I don't give a fuck. You should have a great main card of a pay-per-view. An amazing main card of a pay-per-view. There's no excuses not to have at least a great main card. I judge pay-per-views off of prelims. Okay? 251's prelims, although it has Ozdemir and Prochaska and Zaleski dos Santos versus Salikov, they're not 249 prelims, you know? They're not Nico Price versus Vicente Luque as originally the early prelim headliner. They're not that. They're Marcin Tybura versus whoever he's taken on short notice. Like it, different situation, guys. Different cards, you know? They don't have Ryan Spann, Sal Malvi on the prelims. They don't have whatever the other fight was on the prelims. Bryce Mitchell versus Charles Rosa on the prelims. Like, there's different levels. Dos Santos has Covida. I don't care anymore, man. I'm done. These fucking Brazilians and Covida. Fucking crazy. Calvillo versus Hulk Hogan. I'll go with Calvillo. What card do you think is better, 245 or 251, girl? I don't know about 245. 245 was good, but I don't know, man. I don't care. Stop. UFC 4 revealed this week. I think 245 was better than 251. I like 251, but Colby Usman was big. And then not to mention, instead of Van Zandt versus Ribas, you had Yan versus Faber. And instead of Namajunas versus Andrade, you had Moraes versus Aldo in Aldo's 35 debut. Like, there's a lot more hype for those fights, you know. Is it true your Roxanne Modafferi had your baby? It's not true. Adesanya versus Reyes, who you got? Reyes would win. Reyes beat Jones, so Reyes would win. Ribas is minus 820. I put £2.77 on Paige Van Zandt. £2.77 for potentially a chance to win £18. I'll take it. I'm not picking Van Zandt, but put a little bit of money on it. Those odds are ridiculous. Masvidal, TKO, Usman, Memmaker. We'll see about that. Don't in the stream. Guru, don't go. I'm going. It's 1:45. It's 1:45. I have to be awake for work in 8 hours and 15 minutes. And it's only just dawning on me that that is the reality. 8 hours and 15 minutes I'm going to be awake. And I'm not going to bed after this. I need to jack off and smoke a bit. You know, we'll do some things. We'll do some things. You work? I do work. I have a job. Reyes is so precise with the punches and choose so good when to throw it. Now, thank you very much. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the stream if you're new, because there definitely are some new people here. We go live every day. We go live every fight night. We do everything. We post videos every day. I don't know why I'm saying we, you guys don't help. I do. But you guys help in terms of giving me some aids to react to in the chat, so I appreciate the chat sometimes. But this aids, I want you guys to get a taste of what this is going to be like when we actually do have 500 people in here. This is AIDS. Like, Rona syndrome. Like, this is bad. But yeah. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. See you later. Subscribe. And be here tomorrow for another MMA Guru Live. See you later.